Alright, so what if Deku wasn't Dragon Ball, right? So now we're gonna do this basically where we left off was me, telling y'all niggas that like um the Dragon Ball Z world that we're in is different. It's the world of what if Boss Decay was a Dragon Ball, but Deku's also in here too for the time being, right? So let's get into it. Our boy, me and your boy Deku, we doing some big devious training, right? And so I only could train for this nigga. Only could train with this nigga for like a year, okay? Because I don't want to train with him for too long, right? And this is like literally just after the Cell games, okay? Like almost like the Cell games happened 2 days ago type flow. Like really, it was a couple months ago. And right now my appearance, for obvious reasons, is I look like Cell right now. So me and Deku, we doing some big body training, and I'm teaching this nigga how to throw hands and all sorts of shits, right? And I'm like, yeah, you got to do it like this, yeah, you got to hit the little weave, bob and weave maneuver, yes sir, good hands, yes, that's what I like to see. And so I'm teaching this nigga a lot of stuff. He's telling me about his life, how he was basically getting bullied and all sorts of stuff. And I'm telling him, I'm like, hey, bro, I don't know how you got here. I don't know why you're here. But listen, if you ever do go back, because we got these magical orbs, you can always go back eventually type shit, right? Because I'm telling him this, like, you can always go back eventually, my dog. Like, we gonna do our thing, bro. You gonna do your thing. Like, we gonna be real, real lucrative because we can easily help you out. And I even tell him, little homie and shit, right? I'm like, bro, I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm actually from another world myself. The world I'm from is dumb different. And he's like, for real? I'll tell him about that. And I'm like, all right, we got our break in. Let's get it. You a human too? So we gonna make sure your training real nice and real lucrative. Let me show you how to hit this Kaioken. And so I show him how to hit the Kaioken. I also show him the buff technique. So he's gonna have the Kaiokenshi. That is a shout out to another YouTuber that made that, which is actually irony because in the anime that I will make one day, I use the main character actually uses a variation, but it's called Fog, Fist of the Gods, is the translation of Kaioken, because it's Kaioken. King Kai. Okay. And so basically what he does is he eventually learns a way to make it into almost like a transformation type state. So this is basically the equivalent of that, Kaioken. And I'm also going to have Deku, learn ways of using it without it, deteriorating his body. I'm like, all right, all you got to do is this. When you do it like this is actually going to help you out for this, and that. Like, I'm running him through all, the particular issues. For me, I don't even have to worry about that because this body itself regenerates naturally. And so anytime I use it, I'm technically getting a wee bit stronger over time type shit. He's like, but your human body might not be able to withstand this because I'm able to spam going in here all the time, every day, all the time, 24/7, right? And Deck was like, yeah, okay. But unlike you, you're a mere human, so you need to master ki control. So now I'm teaching this nigga almost like not spirit fusion and like all that type of stuff. I'm just teaching him how to use high level ki techniques a lot more effectively and how to use his, energy. Really, really good. Okay, and I'm like, I'm the strongest one here. Okay, now don't get me wrong when I say I'm the strongest one here. There are other people pretty strong, but not as strong as me. And he's like, okay. Now I was like, no, I'm not flexing. I'm just letting you know, because when we're done with this 1 year, this 1 year was literally just to get you in fighting condition, because you came in scrawny, but now look, we're looking at the mirror, right? And I'm like, look at you now, dog. You actually got physique to yourself. You actually look pretty good. Me looking in the mirror, damn, I really do look like this nigga Cell. This is crazy. Can't believe I did this to myself. I'm crazy. And so now we continue on with the fighting per usual. We're doing our thing. We're fighting. He's got pretty good hands. He's learning all my techniques and stuff like that. I'm teaching him, like, the instant transmission. I'm teaching him, a good slew of techniques. But this training is nothing like, it's nothing from, what's the words for it? It's big body, simply put, right? Your boy Deku's not knowing how to feel about this type of shit, right? And I'm teaching, I'm like, yeah, you remember those niggas I was bullying? Bitch, yeah. Quirkless this, quirkless that. He was like, all right, bet. He powers up and he's like going at it. He's like, no, focus. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. It was like, some of the shit I'm teaching this nigga, right? I'm like, don't let your emotions get the best of you, because the second you do, I power up, pow, hit that nigga right in the fucking solar plex. That nigga plops down to the ground. He's like, he gets back up, goes in for one-handed final explosion, and he's like, explode, boom, blows my head clean off. And he's like, he's actually complex. He's like, wait, what did I do? No, sir, I'm sorry. Me regenerate accordingly. Ouch. That was painful. I said, ugh. Yeah, I thought as much. So I can regenerate from that. I don't know how that works, but I will graciously accept it. So now me and Deku continue our training, and pretty much the year is up. He comes out dummy strong, alright? And I'm like, alright, bro. So you got a couple of people you can train with. So I give him, like, a little sneak peek. And I'm like, who do you want to go train with? Because I could tell him you can train with a slew of different individuals, all right? I know some people from a different timeline you can get some training from. I know some people from this timeline you can get some training from. So let's go visit them. So we go stop by Goku's, and then I'm like, hey, Goku. And he's like, oh, hey, Cell, DK. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I haven't came around just due to my mere appearance. He's like, Goku's like, we probably could use the Dragon Balls to probably wish where you had a normal appearance. Me, nah, it's okay. I got a plan for that. He's like, let me guess. Goku actually gets excited. Let me guess. There's gonna be another strong opponent coming really soon. And I'm like, yes, technically. He's like, oh boy, I can't wait to fight him. I was like, no, here, fight this young prodigy here. Meanwhile, I'm sensing some ki coming from my neck. I'm like, oh God. It's basically my children. They're like blasting off, trying to find where I'm at. And I'm like, oh God. Y'all, can y'all help him begin this fight, please? And, Goku starts doing his little jumpy jump. And I'm like, Goku, don't hold back. Goku. Because right now, I'm going to say that I told Goku, like, damn, bro, you'd get a lot stronger if you had, Super Saiyan 4 as your base form. And he's like, nah. He's like, you might be right, but, like, that's a lot of energy or something. I don't know. But Goku basically powers up, right? Go Super Saiyan 4 off rip. And he's like, all right, bet. Boom. No, I'm not gonna say he does. Yeah. I'm just gonna say he's in Super Saiyan already. He powers up. He's like, boom, boom. Him and Deku throwing hands. Good hands. Deku's actually keeping up. And I'm like, okay, so I can help people not be complete useless. And so Deku and Goku are going at it. Just good hands commence. Boom, boom, big smoke, right? And then after, about, 10 to 15 minutes, Goku's down on the ground, kneeling like, damn, whew, oh, you're pretty strong. I guess I gotta do some more training. You were able to catch up all the way up to us. You must be, basically, he's like, damn, what are you, a monster? Deku's not really knowing how to feel about this, but by this point in time, I took away all his cinnamon roll behaviors, right? So we got that taken care of, right? And then we're gonna have it to where, he's done with that. He's fought him. And then now we're gonna go off and try to, see what Vegeta's up to. And Vegeta's like, I don't have no time for weaklings. Because this nigga Vegeta's been training way more vigorously, right? And, Vegeta's like, I don't have time. If I'm not fighting you, I don't care. And I'm like, man, just fight the nigga. I know you sensed the power he was emitting. That wasn't even his full power. Vegeta turning around while still in Super Saiyan 4, because he took my advice more proficiently. He said, fine then. But I swear to God, if he's weak, I'm not fighting him. Or basically, if he's not worth my time, I'm killing him on the spot. I said, you can try. He said, all right, I don't want to hear you say nothing when I, basically Vegeta's talking shit. Simply put. We're going to continue this on the next part. If y'all made it this far, like, love the video, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know what to do.